Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. And today I just wanted to make a short video on damaged curly hair. First of all, I just want to say be careful of what products and what tools you put in your hair because you never know what's going to happen, especially if you have curly hair. So I have a little story to tell. Sometime last year I was at a trade show and I was walking down one of the aisles and there was a little hair exhibition. And one of the ladies came out of the aisle and right away she's just like, "You come here." And I'm like, "Me? What do you want?" And she was telling me about this new steam technology hair straightener and how it could just straighten my curls in one swipe. And I was a bit iffy about it because I'm like, I don't know about that. I have super tight curls. It takes me like 4 or 5 run-throughs to get my hair super straight. She's like, "Come on, we'll show you. We have live demos." And still I was a bit iffy about it, but eventually I was just like, okay, let me try it. So I'm sitting in the chair. She takes one strand of hair and straightens it and it goes completely straight. And I'm just like, okay, how is this happening right now? My hair is super curly. It takes me like 4 or 5 times to get it straight. Let me see it again. So she takes another strand, straightens it once, and it goes straight again. And I'm like, okay, this is basically what I've been missing in my life. I need to get this. Currently, it takes me like 2.5 hours to straighten my hair, which is super long. This is gonna cut down more than half of the time. Just like any marketer or retailer trying to upsell you, she introduced me to a curling wand, which basically helps to define curls that are a bit frizzy. So she demonstrated it on my hair too, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm gonna get these 2 products. I ended up buying both of them. This is what the straightening iron looks like. And of course I was like, this has really cute packaging. It's like little alligator prints, so of course I decided to get that. Anyways, I go home the same night and I wash my hair thoroughly. I get out the shower and I see 2 strands of straight hair. Now for my curly hair girls, you know that's a problem because when you wet your hair automatically goes curly. A couple days later I decided to wash my hair again. When I finished washing it, I came out the shower and still those 2 strands were still straight, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of freaking out here now because my hair should go back curly and it's not. And it became a problem because the strands were right at the front. It was pretty obvious, and I'm like, okay, whatever the flattening iron did, it obviously had some kind of damage and ruined my curl pattern. And as any curly hair girl would be, of course I got upset. I was like, what? Ugh, like, this is my curly hair. How could you just ruin it? At that point I was just so mad and angry. Like, you can't just promote this straightening iron if it's gonna ruin people's hair. Now I wanted to call the company to just complain and get a refund, but when I looked online I couldn't find their name or their location, so I was like, ugh, whatever, just forget about it. I'm not gonna use it. Now one thing I'm glad about, I am so happy that I did not decide to straighten my whole hair, because that could have potentially meant that my whole hair would have been ruined and none of my curls would have returned back to normal. So I realized that my hair was permanently damaged. There's nothing I could really do about it, so I just decided to cut off the pieces. So yes, I do still have the straightening iron. I don't plan on using it, but this is not to throw shade at any brand or company. I'm making this video just to inform you guys. Be careful of what you put in your hair. I know these days we're seeing a lot of videos of the same thing, flat irons that straighten your hair in one go, or blow dryers that are acting as straightening irons, and it's just mind-blowing all the new stuff that they're coming up with. But just do your research and be careful with what you put in your hair, especially if you have curly hair, because you don't want to damage your whole hair. And if you do try a new product or a new tool, be sure to just test it on one strand to make sure that it's not going to ruin your hair. But if you are buying new tools or products, make sure to do your research, look at a lot of reviews, and see what other people are saying about it, because you want to make sure what you put in your hair is not going to damage it. And I'm really curious to know too if this has happened to anyone, if they've used a hair straightener and it's just completely fried their hair. As I said before, this was the steam technology. I don't know if any of you have heard of it or tried it, but let me know in the comments below if this has happened to you and what you've done if you were able to just bring back your curls to life. If you guys have any advice, leave it in the comments below. We can start a little discussion about all our damaged curly hair. See you in my next video.